Wildcard, wildcard, wildcard. Wildcard! That is right, it is time to smash the wildcard button and craft the best ever team possible. And this is the Gameweek 31 preview. But first, the Gameweek 30 review, where the game week average points came in at around 46 points in the end. Okay, doable I reckon, lads. Where my team, the best team, scored a very juicy 61 points, hey! Where my old overall rank of 95k has improved again, hey! That's right, Amazon Prime, eat your heart out, as my FPL team has got the big deliveries recently, and this week it has delivered me another green arrow to push me up the ranks, all the way up to a nice 88k now, hey! We keep on fighting, lads, we keep on climbing, and hopefully this wildcard can push us all the way up to first in the world, right? Yeah! But the more up the ranks I go, the more dank I go, so very nice. But the games on my team finished like this. When my 1 week punter before my wildcard was the crazy go-kart driver man Alonso, who properly turned up and got me all of the points, right? Maybe not. Where he actually hit the post twice, was so attacking I mistaked him for Werner. I thought he was the striker in the team. And he was actually so close to getting a lot more points. But then one red card later, and Mateus Pereira also turned into Prime Messi. He concedes 5 goals and only gets 3 points. Oh dear. But at least he did get an assist and some points there, and he also got more points than any other Chelsea defender, where I was tempted to get an Azpilicueta or someone else instead. So hey, nice one, Alonso. So that's right, I am basically the best FPL manager ever. A whole 3 points profit on my 1 week punt. Oh yeah. But apart from that, the entire team actually quite underperformed in terms of how good the fixtures looked, really. With the backline playing Palace, Sheffield United, West Brom and Fulham, all at home, let me remind you, and none of them returned a single clean sheet. Are you mad? And then Gundogan also didn't play, Son didn't start, and then Bamford only played 60 minutes after a poor day out for him. So all of that was just a bit, But then there was some good BBC news in the end, thankfully, where Bruno got an assist, Rafinha also got an assist. The crossbar fetish geese Watkins finally scored another goal, hey, and got a bonus point. But the biggest of the yeah boys this week was that the Sir Harold Kane scored 2 golassos and got all of the bonus points, whilst he was also wearing this captain armband on my head and was the captain in my team, doubling his points, where hey. So his 13 doubled to 26 are very much appreciated. Thank you, lad. As his points almost made up like a half of my team. He was literally a third. Okay then. But overall, even with only 4 assists, 3 goals and no defender clean sheets, a kinda low scoring game week actually felt like a good, pretty decent game week in the end, mainly because of that Kane captain, and we are trying to keep on climbing up all of those ranks, which we did this week. Very nice. But guess what, lads? It's time, mind. What time is it, Bacon Boy? It's time to move on to the Gameweek 31 preview. Where yesterday I did post my first wildcard draft video in there, which has actually been slightly updated since then. Where the only changes from yesterday's are Neto and Antonio out, switching to a Jesse Lingardinho and a Lacazette. But if you didn't watch my wildcard draft video, what are you doing, you cheeky scrub? Go watch it now, okay? I'll give you a quick rundown of all the geezers and why I've chosen them so far, and then go on to my preview, predictions of the week, and the captaincy thoughts. So in goals, we have Martinez. He plays every week until the end of the season and does a double game week, and he can still score the big boy points in bad games, where even if he keeps less clean sheets, he could still get more points with the saves and bonuses he gets. Trent is in a Liverpool team that need to win, and he also needs to prove why he should be in the England team for this summer in the Euros, where he has actually been in much better form as of late and also got great fixtures. Diaz as my only Man City player, as I feel like he's the only one I can actually trust to start the games right now, or the ones I actually want him to play. But also he's the main defender in the defence that's kept the most clean sheets so far. Azpilicueta is the main man in the Chelsea defence, who are still one of the best defences in the league. Big Sam says hi, West Brom, no thank you. But he does also seem to be the most nailed on Chelsea player as well. Target is here mainly to cover the future double, but he is also ready if Villa do turn into prime Barcelona because their players are quite high owned. Cody is the backup rotation man as he has the best fixtures out of anyone, but he also doesn't have great form, but he is there if they do change that around, or there if someone else doesn't fancy playing. Bruno, as it would be a big no without him, I reckon, as he somehow finds a way to score all of the points, and there is no chance I'm going any part of the season without him. Son, as he's a guaranteed 90-minute man when fit, and no homo, he is pretty fit, but he has has also got that upcoming double in there for me, so he has to be in there for me. Jesse Lingardinho, need I say more really? He's the best player to ever grace the earth, but actually is insane with his FPL returns right now. Goals, assists, both of them, and all the bonus all the time. Like, what a madman. But West Ham are actually pushing Champions League, never mind Europa League, so I think they're gonna keep it up. Diogo Jota, the goal machine, scoring all of the goals right now for Liverpool, where they also need to push towards that top 4, and even when Jota doesn't start, he somehow still finds a way to score, so he's definitely in here for me. And then Rafinha is the perfect 12th man, even with terrible fixtures, just because he's so involved in one of the most attacking teams in the league, and one that I can rely on if I need to. And then up front, we start with the Sir Harold Kane. He's got the most goals, the most assists, the most saliva on the floor after his interviews. But he also has a double game week coming up, and he's the most informed striker. There is absolutely no chance I'm going without him. Lacazette, who is a bit of a wacky one here, but Arsenal do have great fixtures, I'd say. And this is more of a risky differential that might not pay off, but he's at a good price, so I could upgrade him to someone close or downgrade him if I need to as well. And then to finish it off, we have Iheanacho, the most clinical goal scorer in the entire league, scoring all of the goals lately, and also has great fixtures for the long term as well. Very nice. But that is actually now my current wildcard draftio and what it is looking like. And you know what? I'm actually very, very happy with how it looks. I'm covering the upcoming doubles. I'm covering every team that needs to push forward and get some results, whilst I've also got some spicy differentials in there, but also not missing out on any of the big hitters like a Bruno or Kane as well. So I'll leave the team as it is right now and not talk about changing any of the players for now, even though changes are guaranteed to happen, right? But I will be bringing you my updated wildcard draft every video as the week goes on, you know? So now let's get into my preview predictions of all the games and then finishing it off with the Captain Dino shout and who is getting this armband slapped on their head. Is it going to be Bacon Boy? No. But we start the week with Fulham Wolves. A Fulham team trying to push to survive, but push too hard and they might crap themselves, right? As they haven't quite got that winning touch as of late. And then the team that are pretty much in the same boat as them are Wolves, who have all of these great players, but just can't seem to gel right now, and they haven't really been able to do anything this season, right? But I do think it will be a close one here, finishing 1-1. Man City Leeds, where this is very, very much dependent of how many of the best City geezers actually play in midweek. Or actually, that game would have happened by now, but it hasn't happened for me yet, alright? Because if a Kevin De Bruyne, a Gundogan, and all of those miss out, will Man City's B team be able to smash the Leeds as everybody thinks? I mean, to be fair, their B team does consist of players like Aguero right now, so okay then. But even if they do rest some players, I do still think they'll get the win here, but I don't think it'll be a proper spanking. 1-0 to the City I'm going for. Liverpool Villa, ooh! Well, Liverpool might want to try and get a bit of revenge over them right now, don't they? After, you know, the 7-2 spanking Villa give them last time. That feels like 2 years ago, doesn't it? Not at the start of this season, okay. But anyway, I do think Liverpool will get the win here and, you know, try and push themselves up to the top 4. So I'm actually going to go for a 2-0 win because I don't think Grealish is going to be proper back for this one. Palace Chelsea. Have the wheels on the Tuchel Mobile actually got a flat tyre right now, or is that just a tiny little blip in the road against West Brom where they conceded 5 goals? I do hope it was the latter, and it was mainly just because of the red card, you know, as I don't really want my clean sheet potential here to go even more west of Brom than it did last week. But a 2-0 win to the Mighty Blues is what I'm going for here. Burnley Newcastle. No thank you. If I wanted to fall asleep on 12 PM on a Sunday afternoon, I'd just watch all of the other FPL YouTubers, innit? But then again, it is the Shawnee Dyche versus the Stevie Bruce derby. Oh, what a game. Where I do reckon it's going to end in Burnley's favour. 2-1 is what I'm saying. West Ham Leicester. West Ham without a Declan Rice and an Ogbonna just aren't quite the same defensive beast they have been this season, are they? And Leicester have had some proper success lately with their new formation. But I do think all of the goals are about to happen this game, so a 3-2 win to the Foxes is what I'm finishing go with. I'm gonna burp. Bless you. Spurs Man United. Where Man United will also be hoping for a bit of revenge themselves here after Spursy did spank them early on in the season, didn't they? God, that feels like it was 2 years ago as well. Like, what's going on? But I feel like both teams are kind of in a different position from then, as now it's literally who will turn up between a Kane and a Bruno. Whatever one you see more of is the team that will win. But I do think the Red Devils will actually be hell for Spursy this game, winning 2-1. Very close game. Sheffield United, Arsenal. Now this one is a proper test, right? Where if Arsenal still look proper wibbly wobbly in this game, then you really know it's a big oh dear for them and it's probably a big stay away for Arsenal. But I do still think they can get the win here, and that is why I've been a bit of a cheeky boy and gone for the cheeky punt of a Lacazette in, and hopefully he won't be lacking the goals. 2-1 to Arsenal I'm going for there. West Brom Southampton. Where West Brom actually might have a slight small chance of trying to survive now, don't they? Or will the Danny Ings have something to say about that? But I do think it will be a high-scoring, close game, one so exciting I might not even watch it, but I reckon it's going to finish 2-2. And then the final game of the week between Brighton and Everton, the battle between the boys in blue. But which team will end up feeling more blue after it? But both of them right now, they seem to play well, but still not get the results. Like, Brighton dominated Man United, still lost 2-1. Everton not letting Paris do anything and still don't win. Okay then. But Brighton are trying to fight to not be in a relegation threat right now, and Everton do still have a chance of Europe as well. So I do think it's going to be a really intense battle finishing off the week with a 1-1 game finish there. And that is it for my preview predictions of the week. But now, onto the captaincy thoughts of the week. So I can confirm, my Captain Dino this week will in fact be... Ooh, I have no clue. Hey! Now, literally, I have no idea. This is one of the hardest weeks for captaincy all season. The only team I think I would captain out of all of these fixtures would actually be a Man City player. But with my current draft right now and Pepperlo going crazy, the only one I can trust to actually start is Diaz. And I don't really want to captain him, so it's a bit like, oh, crumbs. Or you know, something I could do is actually get in a Mahrez or maybe even a De Bruyne just for captaincy this week, and then transfer to a Son next week when he has a double as he plays Man United this week. But then again, even if a player doesn't play midweek for Man City, you still can't trust they'll start on the weekend because, you know, Pep. So basically right now, I actually have no clue at all who to go for the captain. And also the fact that this wildcard draft can completely change. I don't even want to say who's the top of my list right now because it's changing every minute. You know what I might do? I might just get a lucky wheel, put all my players in it, click it, and let that decide for me. There you go, problem solved. So I haven't quite decided yet, but with some midweek games over, then it might clear some things up, and we might have a clear choice after that. But that is it for today, where my wildcard is in fact active. The last chip I have of the season is now active and ready to go. And this right here is my current wildcard draft, ready to smash it. Even though changes will happen, and I will bring them to you when the changes happen, I am definitely ready to try and keep climbing and try and smash it for the rest of the season. Wait, hey, so thanks for watching, and remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.